Hi, this is Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. And it's time for Two for Tuesday. So grab your favorite pipe and your favorite blend that you want to smoke today. Grab your favorite adult beverage. Paul the Pipe Guy has his Busch beer here. Cheers. So, tonight I want to share with you, I have 5 different K-Woody pipes. They're Model 500s and Model 600s. And the 5 and 600 series were made by K-Woody between 1957 and 1969. And they were actually an introductory line, still very, very high quality, but somehow an introductory line that was a little cheaper than, like a drinkless K-Woody or some of the other models that they had. And they sold a lot of them. And they all still have premium briar on them. But first I want to show you a little of my collection of tobacco here. So we'll try to get this focused in here, right? Right here, you are looking at 72 tins of tobacco, 9 mason jars of tobacco, full to the top, and we also have, in bulk, 1 pound of vanilla custard, another pound of vanilla custard, another pound of Lane bulk hazelnut, another pound of Scotty's butternut burley, probably about 6 ounces of Scotty's butternut burley, probably about 4 ounces of vanilla custard, 10 ounces of Haunted Bookshop, probably about 8 ounces of Sutliff bourbon. The other 8 ounces is in a mason jar. Probably about 4 ounces of Prince Albert. The other 8 ounces is in a mason jar. Probably about 3 ounces of Lane 1Q. The rest is in a mason jar. We've got about 4 ounces of Northwest Trek. And probably about 2 ounces of a friend of mine, Dave, his blend. So that's what we got. So, yeah, we have a lot of tobacco. So let's go back to the K-Woody pipes. And the 2 I'm going to smoke tonight, we have this K-Woody 600. The bowl number is 33. And I call this my mechanic's pipe. It's about 5 3/4 inches long. The bowl is about 1 1/8 wide. The reason why I call this my mechanic's pipe, if you notice where you hold the pipe on both sides, it has greasy, oily marks that have gone right into the briar. And I thought, should I polish those out? And I thought, no, you know what? I can picture some mechanic smoking this pipe back in the 50s and just loving it. And You know, when you're a mechanic, you get greasy, dirty, oily hands. I can picture him just picking that pipe up and lighting it up. So I think it gives it character. And it's in pretty good shape. There's no teeth chatter, very little teeth chatter. And so we're going to smoke this one. And in it, my friend Adam Park yesterday, I did a review on Cornell and Deal's Two Friends, and I called it Celtic Mist. And he corrected me. Thank you, Adam. It's called Celtic Mist. So we will be smoking that tonight to redeem myself a little because I couldn't pronounce it right. And so our second K Woody we have up is a K Woody, another K Woody 600. And all of these K Woody 5 and 600s have a flat bottom, so they just rest perfectly. You don't need anything to hold them. They just rest perfectly. It's flat down here. You can see it pretty good right there. So this is a model 600, and it is a bowl number 05. Here again, about 5 3/4 inches long, and the bowl diameter is about 1 inch. So we're going to smoke not that one. Then we have a larger K Woody. This one's a model 500, bowl number 18. And again, all these pipes were made between 1957 and 1969. They all should have 3-hole stingers. Actually, someone lopped that one off, which was real popular. They would cut it off so they got a better draw. I don't buy them with cut-off stingers anymore, but the briar on all these pipes is absolutely superb. This one is probably about 6 inches long, and the bowl diameter is about 1 1/4 inches. So we are going to smoke this one. And then our third K Woody, which is a model 500, bowl number 09B. It's an apple-shaped K Woody, and this one is just in stunning condition. The briar on these, like I said, is all gorgeous, no factory fills. I'm going to set that one aside. And the next one we have is a K Woody, another 600, bowl number 08, about 5 3/4 inches long. Again, superb, gorgeous briar. And also, again, here in very, very nice shape, the tiniest bit of tooth chatter. That one, again, is about 5 3/4 inches long with about a 1 inch size diameter bowl. And last but not least, we have another K Woody 600, bowl number 05. That one's about 5 3/4 inches long. Very, very good shape. Again, about a 1 inch bowl. And just all stunning briar. Beautiful briar. Then we have a little surprise here. And I've only seen 2 of these pipes on eBay, and I've searched a lot of pipes. We have a K Woody Super Grain, bowl number 5120G, which when you have a 4-digit bowl number, it was made between 1925 and 1938. And this one is a hexagon-shaped bowl. I was very, very lucky to get this. The briar is stunningly impeccable. There's no tooth chatter or anything on the stem. I love this pipe. This is a great pipe. It's a great smoker. And it has a 4-hole stinger, which puts the production date before 1938. So there we go. Could be almost 100 years old. But that is one of my favorites. I don't smoke her a lot. It looks like it just came out of the box. But if you see one of these, grab it. I managed to get this one for about $40, which was a steal because it's easily, in my opinion, all day worth $200. I could be wrong, but I saw a nasty, gnarly, beat up one just like this sell for like $75 on eBay. And this one is pristine. Beautiful bowl. So, we're going to smoke a K-Woody 600 and another K-Woody 500. I'm going to load the bowls up and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. And the other thing I forgot to show you is the front portion of my desk, which I'll attempt to get in the camera here. And this is my wooden cutting board. So this is where Paul the Pipe Guy grabs all of his stuff that when I want to talk about them. And this is where I process and rub out my crumble cake, and I cut up my plug with my old-timer Charade made in the USA jackknife. So that's what I have sitting in front of me when I'm doing my videos. And so I have several cutting boards. I love to cook. So let's start with our mechanics pipe with the Cornell and Diehl Two Friends Celtic Mist. And let's very quickly read again what's in that. I know I just did this review. A base of highest grades of Cavendish with just a bit of burley, is enhanced with wonderfully sweet Virginia tobaccos. A delightful tobacco flavor sets the stage, enhanced, not overwhelmed, by the addition of the little essence of Irish mist. Yes. So, and trust me, it is good. So we're going to light that up. So how's everybody's week going? It was hot today. It got up to about 84 degrees, but very, very humid, rain part of the day. And now with my K-Woody pipes, because they have a stinger system, so I know I've gone through this before, but when you smoke your pipe, the tobacco ignites, the smoke comes down through the shank, then it goes into this system, which this is called a stinger. And it's made out of aluminum, and for my friends across the pond, aluminium it's called. Now prior to 1951, they had 4-hole stingers. So this ball up on top, this is where you have holes. And so after 1951, they only had 3 holes in the stinger. Prior to 1951, they had 4. And prior to 1925, they had none. There was no stinger system developed. So this one is a 3-stinger system. So the smoke enters the top of the ball, comes out these 2 holes on either side of the ball, goes around everything, then goes through this hole here, down through the stem and into your mouth. And supposedly it would take the smoke from 850 degrees down to about 85 degrees. That's what K-Woody said. The reason why K-Woody pipes have such great briar is because they owned their own briar company. So they got first pick of the best, finest, and most flawless briar. And then they would send the other briar to Yellow Bowl and different pipe manufacturers. So without further ado, let's light up our Celtic Mist by Cornell and Deal, two friends, out of our mechanics pipe. I could just picture an old junkyard dog mechanic smoking this pipe. Probably just had one pipe. Celtic Mist. Great blend. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention, when I'm packing my K-Woody pipes that have a stinger, you really, when you're packing it, keep checking the draw as you're packing it, because already with that stinger system, there's a 20 to 25% loss in the draw. So if you're packing a K-Woody pipe with a stinger in it, as tight as you would pack a normal other pipes, you're not going to get too far. It's going to be like trying to suck a frozen milkshake up through a straw. I was watching a YouTube pipe video, and I'm a cigarette smoker, so I hit my pipes hard. I hit them way too hard. I need to learn how to slow down, because if you hit them real hard, you'll end up with excess condensation in there, which causes gurgling. Not too much on the straight pipes, but the bent pipes, it does that. Plus, you're actually just overburning the tobacco, not getting the true essence of it. So I'm trying to learn how to slow down and not puff on my pipe like a locomotive. Just little sips. And then it doesn't get too hot either. Oh, yeah. So today at work, about 9:15, and I got there at 6, so I'd been there almost 3 hours. My direct welding supervisor and the plant manager walk into my welding booth, and they said, do you think that you could weld up 5 of these huge H-frames plus the other H-frames? There's 5 more that have excuse me, 6 different components that needed to be welded to them. They're like hockey puck size round steel discs. They look like hockey pucks. There's 4 of them that got to get welded on. And then there's 2 studs that a bolt goes down on, those 2 studs. So I said, they said, do you think you can do all that by the end of the day? And I says, I'll do the best I can. And the plant manager, he's pretty straightforward. He's like, well, you have 3 of these H-frames done already, but they don't have the components welded on them because they have to go to machining next, and they do their thing, and then they come back and I weld the accessories on them. He says, so how long does it take to weld the 6 accessories on them? And I'm like, now I'm brand new at welding the accessories on these. Brand spanking new. I says, well, I'm brand new at it, but if I had to guess, probably a half hour. He's like, good, you should be able to have it all done by the end of the day. I'm telling you, I worked my fanny off. Took very few cigarette breaks. Stayed off my phone as far as like texting, which I don't make it a big habit of, but I just put my phone away. for the whole day. And 20 minutes before my shift ended, I had accomplished the mission. So I went into my direct supervisor and I said, hey, I really, really did the best I can to have these all done by 4 o'clock. And he's like, oh. He says, so I got them done at 3:40. He's like, and he didn't quite catch on at first. He's like, oh, okay. He says, no, man, they're all done. I got everything all done by 3:40. He's like, you did? I was like, yeah, I worked my fanny off. He was like, good job. He's like, I didn't think you'd be able to do that, but you did it. You pulled it off. And I said, well, I just stayed focused and got it done. I was not going to fail. This more slowly sipping on the pipe, the tobacco just tastes so much better. You can taste the different blends and the additives. The Irish mist in this, Celtic mist. Pipe's not overheating at all. I'm going to let this blend rest, and we're going to clear the palate. Now, there's only about that much in there, so I'm going to need more than this to clear the palate. So we have Bush number 2 for Tuesday. One of my subscribers replied, "You're not drinking fast enough." Okay, well, I've had plenty of nights when I do. But normally when I'm talking, I just, take a sip or two of the beer. Yes. So, for our second K. Woody pipe, we're doing the Model 500. The last one was the Model 600. And again, made between 1957 and 1969. This one has the tiniest little nick up on the top up here. You can barely notice it. Other than that, it's in really good shape. The reason why I paused to load these bowls up is because I wanted to give you a 360 view of them without tobacco spilling all over. This one is a bowl number 13. I thought it said, no, 18. I don't know, it's a toss-up. 18. And in it, we have Cornell and Deal's The Beast, which its components, by the way, this is a small batch. They made 2,500 tins of. Mine was tin number 1,274 out of 2,500. Production date was February of 2021, and it was canned on February 22nd of 2021. And so the ingredients in this are Acadian Perique, Red Virginia Cavendish, Black Cavendish, and Dark Fired Kentucky. And I think there's some booze in here too. Legend has it that Aleister Crowley, famed adept of the blah 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 blah, made a habit of rum-soaked perique as a meditative aid. So yes, so it's rum-soaked. Rum-soaked. And let me tell you something. This stuff Smells good. I went to order 3 more tins of this. Sold out. They make these in small batches, run them, they sell out like crazy, and now I can't get any more. So we are going to light it up. Now, when Kay Woody came out with the 3-hole stinger, it cut down on the draw some more. So a lot of guys would saw that stinger off. So it just goes straight through. You're probably only looking at about a 2.5 millimeter hole there. So the draw still is cut down a little bit more than other pipes, but maybe only by 5 or 10%. So the beast, let's light it up. Inhaled a little bit. Oh yeah. That is so good. So I looked on YouTube, and there actually was only two reviews on the Beast by Cornell and Diehl. One was mine, and one was another gentleman who I subscribe to. So I watched his review. And he had all the nice cameras and all of that stuff, the studio. Very professionally done. And he had beautiful logos, a beautiful introduction with, you know, the Pipe Club or whatever he's in. And it was a very, very good review, but I did compare it with the content that I had in mind, and I did delve a little deeper into Aleister Crowley. And in his review, he really didn't name all the components, but it was a great YouTube video. So as you all know, I'm trying to get better and better at mine. I may invest in a camera, and then maybe have my son help me get a nice logo or something for Paul the Pipe Guy. Something I can show as an introduction, just to spruce them up, make my videos a little more professional. But I think the content is usually pretty darn good. I mean, I work hard to do my research on what I'm going to present. On my way home, I'm thinking about, you know, what pipes am I going to use? What tobaccos am I going to use? What am I going to talk about? The Beast is a strong tobacco, but it's strong. I mean, I can taste a lot of nicotine. I can feel a lot of nicotine in there. I mean, it just soaks right in through all of your capillaries and everything in your mouth. And the Cavendish, it has red Virginia Cavendish, and black Cavendish is hugely high nicotine content. So We should be having a few more blends come in. There was one other blend that I did a review on that I mispronounced, and I'll have to look it up, and for Thirsty Thursday we'll smoke that. I called it Vaux Carré, but obviously it is something different. I forgot the pronunciation of. I was going to look it up before I did this video, so I can do a retraction on my pronunciations. Like they used to say Latakia, but it's really pronounced Latakia, or vice versa. I can't remember. Whew. I gotta stop. I'm getting the hiccups. Too much nicotine. So anyways, we just rounded 31 minutes for 2 for Tuesday. Hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Stay smoky. This is Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over and out.